It's hard to find anyone in Atlanta who doesn't know him. He's been at the scene of a lot of important things that have happened. Bob Hope is Atlanta in a lot of ways.
Helen of Greece had a face that launched 1,000 ships. I feel like Bob Hope has a smile that's launched 1,000 initiatives.
You sometimes hear an expression about people that they're up to no good. Well, Bob is always up to good. He's always got some kind of caper going on that's for some organization to make something good happen. And he's always like doing something so interesting and so fun and sometimes hilarious. He's also quite a risk taker. He'll try anything.
Bob is one of the most creative people I've ever met, starting the Silver Bullets, the women's baseball team, to working with the Women's Sports Foundation and his involvement there.
When I was born, he worked at the Braves, so we grew up going to the ballpark and to spring training and grew up around all the players.
He was a young guy running PR for the Braves when Henry Aaron was hitting a bunch of home runs and was approaching that record.
There was a lot of stress on Hank, obviously, and being an African American. During Hank's great run to beat Babe Ruth's record, Bob was behind the scenes making sure that Hank could focus on baseball. So he was a great help with the Aaron family and most importantly, Hank.
Bob seizes moments. He is a doer. He jumps on it and makes it happen. We see that in Atlanta. We also see it in Honduras. You go down there and we'd have 70 people going on these dirt roads with school buses in the middle of the Agulta Valley, which our State Department has often called the quarter of death. We were brought together because of Bob Hope.
Probably the biggest thing that my dad enjoys most in his life right now are his grandchildren. He has always had a special bond with all of them. If you have ever met him, you have probably heard all about all 4 of his grandchildren. Nate loves his pop. He's his best buddy, according to Nate. I always ask him if they look alike, and Nate says no because I'm not bald. But they kind of do. As Dad does, he has jumped into supporting our Down syndrome community full force. He doesn't halfway do anything, and I think in this case, it has been no different.
He's one of the most giving and caring people I've ever met in my life. And I think that's the key to his success.
Give him a call when you're having a bad day or you're struggling with something. He is incapable of offering anything but encouragement and kind words.
There's just this incredible authenticity and joy that you get from being around Bob Hope. Bob is the kind of guy that really transcends generations, connecting with people because he just cares. Relationships are the strongest and most lasting when those friendships are formed serving other people.